Once upon a time, in a charming little village called Meadowbrook, where the smell of freshly baked biscuits always drifted from the windows and cheerful cats snoozed in the streets, lived a 7-year-old boy named Alfie. Alfie's favorite thing in the whole world was riding his bright red bicycle, the Red Rocket, and feeling the wind in his hair. But Alfie wasn't just an ordinary boy. He was Meadowbrook's very own Little Postman. Alfie had a wonderfully smart uniform. He wore a navy blue cap with a shiny post badge on it, and across his shoulder, he carried a big, bright yellow post bag. He also had a best friend and trusty helper, a very clever dog with ginger patches on his fur, named Patch. Patch would always trot happily right beside Alfie's bicycle. Woof! Woof! What is responsibility? Alfie took his job very seriously. Because being a postman meant having a big responsibility. Do you know what responsibility means? Responsibility means when people trust you with an important job, you make sure you finish it, no matter what, and you always keep your promises. Inside the letters, people sent their love, good news, and birthday wishes. Alfie had to keep those letters safe and deliver them right on time. One morning, Alfie put on his yellow post bag, adjusted his navy cap, and went to the post office. The postmaster, Mr. Higgins, looked over his silver-rimmed spectacles and smiled. "Good morning, Little Postman Alfie. Your bag is a bit heavy today. There are letters for everyone in the village. But you must take extra special care of this one." Mr. Higgins pulled out an envelope with a giant, shiny gold star on it. "This is a very special letter, Alfie. You must take it to little Rosie, who lives in the house on the hill. It's her birthday today, and this letter is from her granddad, who lives very far away." Alfie nodded his head bravely. "Don't you worry, Mr. Higgins. I will guard this letter with my life. It is my responsibility." He carefully tucked the gold star letter into the safest pocket of his yellow bag. He fastened the flap with a click. He rang his bicycle bell, ring, ring. "Let's go, Patch. Playtime or duty?" Alfie began to pedal his red bicycle, the Red Rocket. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack. The wheels spun merrily on the cobbled street. As he rode through the sunny village, he passed by the park. His best friends, Jack and Chloe, were playing in the park. They were playing catch with a giant, bouncy colorful ball. When Jack saw Alfie, he waved his hand. "Hey, Alfie! Come and join us. We're having a brilliant game." Chloe shouted, "Yes, Alfie, come on. You can deliver the post later." Alfie slowed his bicycle down. The colorful ball looked so much fun. He really wanted to play with his friends. He squeezed the brakes. Screech. He stopped and looked at his yellow bag. Then, he remembered the gold star letter and little Rosie's birthday. If that letter didn't arrive today, Rosie would be very sad. Alfie took a deep breath. I would love to, Jack. But I can't right now. I have a responsibility. I have letters waiting to be delivered. I promise I will come and play as soon as I'm finished, he called out. Jack and Chloe smiled. All right, Alfie, we'll wait for you. You're a brilliant postman, they said. Alfie felt incredibly strong. He had done the right thing. Playing games was lovely, but fulfilling his responsibility made him feel like a giant hero. The windy hill and the flying envelope. Alfie carried on his way. He delivered a letter to Mr. Crumb the baker, who gave him a fresh chocolate biscuit as a thank you. Yummy! Then, he handed a parcel full of flower seeds to Mrs. Daisy the florist. There was only one letter left. The gold star letter. Rosie's house was at the very top of the highest hill in the village. Alfie started to climb the hill. Pedaling was getting very hard. Puff, pant. Just then, grey clouds gathered in the sky, and suddenly, a very strong gust of wind began to blow. Whoosh! Whoosh! The wind was so strong it tried to blow Alfie's cap away. Alfie held onto his cap with one hand. But the wind was very cheeky. It lifted the flap of the yellow postbag and flap! The gold star letter caught the wind and flew right up into the air. Oh no, shouted Alfie. The letter is flying away. My responsibility is flying away. The letter was gliding through the sky like a bird. It swooped this way and that way. Alfie jumped off his bicycle and started running after the letter. But the wind was too fast. Right at that moment, Hero Helper Patch sprang into action. Patch barked, woof! Woof! He raced the wind with his fast little paws. He jumped, he bounded, and doing a flip in the air, he caught the letter gently in his mouth just before it hit the muddy ground. Snap! Alfie ran over and gave Patch a massive hug. You are amazing, Patch! Thank you. He carefully took the letter from Patch's mouth. It was a tiny bit damp, but the gold star was still shining brightly. The happy ending and a promise kept. Finally, they reached Rosie's house. They knocked on the door. Knock, knock, knock. Rosie opened the door wearing a pink party dress. She looked a little bit sad. Hello, Alfie, she said quietly. It's my birthday today, but I haven't heard anything from my granddad. Alfie gave a huge smile and reached into his yellow bag. Well, maybe that's because the gold star letter your granddad sent you has been safe in my bag, he said, handing her the envelope. Rosie's eyes grew as wide as saucers. She quickly tore open the envelope. Inside was a wonderful, colorful greeting card. As soon as she opened it, a cheerful birthday tune started to play. Rosie was so happy she started jumping up and down with joy. Thank you, Alfie, you are the best postman in the entire world, she said, and gave Alfie a tight hug. When Alfie saw that enormous smile on Rosie's face, he didn't regret running in the wind, getting tired, or delaying his game for one single second. The warm, fuzzy feeling of fulfilling his responsibility filled his heart. Alfie patted his empty postbag. He hopped back onto his bicycle with Patch. His job was done. He had successfully completed a task he was trusted with. He turned his bicycle towards the park. Ring, ring. Hey Jack. Hey Chloe. I'm back. Let's play that game of catch, he shouted happily. And on that day, Alfie was both a brilliant postman who knew his responsibilities, and a very happy boy having tremendous fun with his friends. The end.